ahead of hopelessness. Ahead of hopelessness. That is study that I will go through within 6, 7, 8 minutes. Ahead of hopelessness. There is no one that is left with nothing to influence his life and to make a definite decision that should make a better nature of turn around situation. Being less privileged at the point of moving to your destination is not what counts, but how you are able to carry your destiny and discharge your responsibility accordingly to have a better chance that can demonstrate your values and potentials. You must be innocent of the flimsy excuses not to be made or pointing accusing finger to your enemies or other factors around you not to have a definite ambition ahead. What you often hate to hear, or that which you are afraid often to accept, that your enemies are more greater in numbers than your friends, must be well taken and accepted. Because the most pathetic of it all is that a man can be his enemy. What I'm saying is this: I can be an enemy to myself, and you can be an enemy to yourself. And whenever you have such scenario, the number of the enemies in quotes are much more greater in numbers. Get your hands find doing something that can change your situation and the world in which you are, to be able to have a direct impact that can translate you to the greater heights and give you a higher advantage to be reckoned with in life, without which your value and interest is never popular. What a man fear most should be learned in proper to make separation and standard that many cannot attain. Those things you are always afraid of are the best teaching standard to have courageous and valid information that should turn such scenario to the conclusive reference that can make others who might be victim to be liberated. If poverty turns you to someone that does not know what you can do, saying what you should not say, or not acting accordingly in line with the direction of your glory to accomplish it, then you are better to be returned to the stage of abject poverty till you are exterminated. I have issues with that clause. A lot of people don't even really know what they need. The poverty has really made a lot of people not to have the advantage of thinking outside the box anymore. We tend to follow the majority at the point of taking decision. We need to be very reasonable, rational at the point of living in poverty to make the necessary adjustments and amendments to ameliorate the situation around our life. Your situation today is not what determines your tomorrow, but your eagerness to strive to turn the situation to favorable condition. Be smart to know that there is nothing too small or irrelevant to make you the man of your desire, when you can think on the advantages ahead of disadvantages. What you have or know that are not making you to have accessibility to the possibility are not too essential, too relevant to be concentrated on. Get yourself skilled and connected to the condition that should move you to the next level, to be able to influence your world and the generation. kindly pick up this CD. It has 11 topics. Part of them is what I just treated now, and that is ahead of hopelessness. I have this DVD. It contains classical hymns, and I have like 20 hymns there, and their dockets are there. The songs are inclusive in the jackets. Also, I have this 56 hymn CD, and their set tune were played accordingly. I would like you to have one or two with you. Also, my books. I have Cherish What You Have, Not to Lose It. I have Do Not Be Hindered by the Limitation Around You. I have Organization and Employee Towards a Fruitful Outcome of the Set Objectives. I have Preventive Measures on the Loopholes of the Business Organization in an Organization. I'm looking at asset inventory and finance. And I have Economic Finances and the Intrinsic Value of Formal and Informal Education as Remedy. Apart from this is 1,000 naira, while every other ones are 500 naira. Also, you can go to my Google page, search for Tokwe Adeniji books to view part of my books. I'll be so glad if I can be supported accordingly through you reading through my conceptual ideology and giving a constructive criticisms. You are loved. Have a nice time. Bye bye.